You're listening to the Dave and Bek Show.
Bek and Dave.
You're making this
difficult.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Bek. Hey, David.
Clearly, you're trying to push your way into my lines.
I just felt like maybe my delivery might be a little bit better.
Maybe.
I want to send a quick apology to all of our listeners with ears. I'm getting over a cold, so I don't sound quite as, sexy and mysterious as I typically do. I mean, I still sound obviously very irresistible.
You went
but just so everyone knows, I'm getting over a head cold.
You're not even at the 1-900 level.
What is 1-900?
Forget it.
What are you talking about?
900 numbers.
What?
Forget it.
Is this an old person thing?
No. Maybe.
900
maybe
numbers?
It is. The 1-900,
1-900.
No, the 1-900 numbers back when landlines.
Okay.
They used to charge by the minute for those special phone calls.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I said you're not at that level.
How many 9-100s did you call?
Never. Not one time.
Were you ever a 9-100 girl? Guy?
No, but you never knew if you were getting a guy or girl, I guess, right? Because you could just disguise your voice. I got a pretty good girl voice.
Okay, let's hear it.
Hello.
No, that's borderline your Elmo impression.
Oh. Well, anyway, we would like all of you all to, if you can, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to our channel.
We'll wait.
It helps us out.
We'll wait for you. Go ahead.
Any day now.
We're just waiting on you.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Okay. Well, see, you don't want to do that. I don't blame you. I don't really blame you. I wouldn't either.
Do you not even subscribe to our own channel, Dave?
It doesn't cost you anything.
It takes 1 second to click. Please tell your friends. Tell 5 friends.
Even if you'll never watch us again, just click the button.
Everyone subscribe and Dave will personally take you out on a date.
No. Unless you're paying. If you're paying, all right, let's do it.
And he's got a big appetite. Hey,
what does that mean?
Nothing. When I was getting our switchies tonight, I was in line, obviously. When I pulled up to Starbucks.
For those of you who don't know what switchies are.
Oh, yeah.
That are joining us finally.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a rundown on switchies.
They're
the new listeners.
Well, I bought her a coffee one day. She never returned the favor.
Wow.
She didn't realize you're supposed to return the favor.
That is an edit of the story.
And then I finally got her to realize you're supposed to return the favor. So it's called switchies. We switch back and forth.
David made up a rule called the switchy rule. So
no, I didn't make it up. This is a rule that exists.
Oh yeah, it's universal, right? Anyway, so I was driving up to Starbucks and there was nobody in the drive-through line, like at all. So I get up there and the person said, "Oh, just a second, and I'll be with you." And I was like, "No problem." I'm sitting there. It's like a minute and a half. Well, I get a phone call. So I said, "Hello." And then I hear over the speaker, she goes, oh my God, I forgot there's somebody at the drive-thru. And then she was like, "What can I get you?"
Wow.
And I was just holding the phone like, let me call you back. And then I said, "Oh, hey." And then I ordered my thing. It's never happened to me before.
Yeah, they forgot about you.
I know. And I think that there's a camera at the drive-thru.
I think there is a camera.
So,
maybe they were just chatting with each other or something and
I guess,
weren't paying attention.
And I was just forgettable.
That's messed up.
Oh, shoot.
Did
Forgot
you say
about
anything to him when you got up there?
No.
Did you
what would I say?
Did you say, like, you owe me this for free or I'm going to rat you out?
Rat you out to who? The head of Starbucks?
Little blackmail at the Starbucks drive-thru always works. Free drink?
No, I mean, I guess it would have been a what would you do scenario. What would you have done? Nothing?
No, I wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, I just kind of laughed and I was like, "Oh.
Hello." You said 1 minute. It's been 6.
Just drive up to the thing and just be like,
you just sit there and wait. You probably never say hello, would you?
I would have felt really awkward. Yeah, the only reason I even said hello is because I had a phone call.
Right. They thought you were saying hello to them.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh."
So what would you have done, though, if there never was a response? What would you have done? Would you have just sat there for like 10 minutes and then be like, screw it, I'm leaving?
Probably.
Really?
I'd have been like, "They're busy."
Yeah. They don't need my money.
There's Starbucks everywhere. I'll go somewhere else. I got a piercing this weekend, my third hole in my ear. And these headphones are really irritating it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
The things we have to do.
I know, honestly. So
Is that a first world problem?
Probably.
Yeah.
This is my 6th piercing I've ever had. And I've got them when I was younger, and it's probably been like 10 years. Yeah, over 10 years since I'd had one. And I remember thinking, like, the healing time used to be like a breeze, like it was nothing. All weekend I was miserable.
Do they give you that solution you have to use?
It's like this spray stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, and I had to like sleep, and it was just like I was so uncomfortable all weekend. I was like, why did I do this? Like, I just remember it being so much easier when I was younger.
Yeah. I don't know. I never had my ears pierced.
Never?
Nope.
Have you thought about it?
Nope.
Even back in the day to
Nope.
just like be cool?
No.
Oh.
No.
If you had to get a piercing, either on your lip or your eyebrow, what would you pick?
Eyebrow.
Really? Why?
Because you asked me and I told you which
Okay,
one.
eyebrow or nose? Eyebrow or nose?
Eyebrow.
Oh, so Dave really wants an eyebrow piercing.
No, you tell me which one.
Finger or eyebrow?
Finger. Who gets a finger piercing?
I don't know.
Is there even such thing?
No, I
That would
don't
hurt.
think so.
Like they'd have to
Don't
get like
think so.
right between the bones.
I know, it'd probably catch on everything too. Can you imagine like in the shower, like scrubbing your hair, and
It
then
would be
like,
pretty cool though if you had like a little stud on the knuckle.
a stud on your knuckle?
Yeah, like look at that.
For what?
Put it on your middle finger. That'd be awesome.
A little
Be like,
bling.
You flash
Bird
people.
bling.
Yeah.
I don't know why I flipped the camera off just now.
You just offended our 20
Sorry.
viewers.
Sorry. No, a little bird bling. If I
Yeah.
had to get one, I probably would put it on my middle finger.
That would be pretty cool.
Anyway, I have something that I would like to discuss with you because I feel like you have a decent moral compass. Decent.
Okay.
So today I was asked to be the MC of a silent, well, not silent, but just a charity auction in October.
What's the charity for?
It's an animal sanctuary out in Washington State. So my best friend is part of it and has been for years. And she asked me it's a huge event on their
It's a big
island.
deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she said, would you be the MC for this? And I was like, okay, yeah, that'd be awesome. I would be into it. I've never done it before, so it makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, nothing. Go ahead.
Anyway, so I it's kind of a big deal. And they're trying to get some celebrities to go out there. We'll see what happens. But how cool would that be too? So I was like, yeah, that would be great. But then today also, it was announced that Nick Carter is going on a solo tour. And his first stop is in Lexington, Kentucky. And the dates overlap.
Well, this is an easy answer.
So, like, what do I do?
You go to the sanctuary.
Yeah? Really? You think?
First off, Nick Carter,
Yeah.
has he done a solo album?
Yeah.
Or is he just going to go up there and sing all the positions for the Backstreet Boys?
Well, that number one would be exciting to watch. No, he
He
had a
just
solo
move
album.
around. He'll just like hop around where each one normally is during the
You are.
right, and then
you are.
he like jumps over the other side, puts on a wig.
Okay, actually,
I would pay for that. I would pay for that.
Nick Carter, the one-man show.
But he's in trouble. You don't. Why would you want to go see a? Is he a pedophile?
No, they
I don't want to call him that. If he's not. But
innocent
didn't he
until
get in
proven
trouble?
guilty.
Okay.
He had some allegations. That is
he's
true. That is
possibly
true. Possibly.
A statutory rapist.
Oh, Jesus.
Too far.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, but he's from my all-time favorite band. He's like one of my all-time favorite singers, and he's going on a solo tour, David, right here in my city. I could get like front row seats. And
Yeah,
we
because
could,
no one else is going.
But I could literally look Nick Carter in the eyeballs. You know, like I have
Yeah.
a chance to do that. He could sweat on me from
Don't
the
worry,
stage.
you're not his type. You're not under 18.
I could look like if I was like under 18. It's so mean. No, but I feel like both are once in a lifetime opportunities. How do you choose? How do you choose?
It's easy to choose. It's so easy. One, your friend,
Yeah.
second best friend, has asked.
Who's my first?
I'm assuming it's me, considering you say it all the time. It's not
Besties.
mutual. It's not a mutual, number one. It's not a mutual. But,
Rude.
you know, your second best friend is asking you to do this. Now, if I said, will you go to the Nick Carter concert with me, then obviously we know the answer.
David, would you go to the
No.
Carter concert?
No. I said if I said that,
Oh no, but would you?
I'm not. I think you should go to
I
Washington.
think everyone would love seeing us go to a Nick Carter concert.
No.
I think they would.
No.
Everyone
and I would
weigh
not
in.
go. I would not go.
I would buy your ticket. Would you not go for a free ticket?
Do we get backstage passes?
For me.
No.
Okay, we get backstage passes.
No.
Okay, so you're saying I should still go out to the charity auction.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
I shouldn't.
And that's good. That's good karma.
It would be bad karma to skip out on the animals.
Well, it wouldn't be bad. I don't know if it'd be bad karma. But
Yeah.
unless you lied to her and said you got sick or something.
Right. Bronte, please don't listen to this episode.
You should have said it in the beginning. See, now you've already said everything.
You're right. I probably should go to Washington State instead.
What did he
and
sing
be
that
an
was
MC.
solo that was a hit?
You wouldn't know any of them.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would.
It came out in I want to say like maybe 2006. He did a solo album. I loved it.
It's just one album?
Well, he's done like random EPs since then.
What's the EP?
It's just like a single song.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and he's done different ones with different artists or whatever. It said in the tour announcement that he was going to sing some Backstreet Boys stuff, some of his own stuff, and then covers of songs.
Wow, he's going to sing someone else's music. That's when you're a star, folks. When you've made it, and then you go back to sing other people's music.
But here's a hot take, though. Sometimes when I go to a concert, I would rather hear a cover of a song that I really like than like a brand new song of theirs that potentially sucks.
But
from a band.
Why
You know what
wouldn't
I mean?
you rather go listen to the like band that sings it if you like it that much than watch someone else sing it?
No, but I'm just saying, like, if I went to a specific artist, I want to hear their sets. But like, I almost would rather also hear them sing a cover of a song that I love than like play a bunch of new music of theirs if I didn't know it.
I got you.
You know, I would almost rather enjoy that.
I get it.
Yeah. So you agree with that hot take?
I guess I agree.
Okay. Well, I will probably do the right thing and go to Washington State and be there for the animals and Bronte. And I will just
and
be
Nick
really
Carter's
sad.
coming in Lexington.
Yeah.
So
I swear to God, if you go while I'm in Washington, I would never
it's probably gonna get canceled.
forgive you.
The only person who's gonna pay for tickets just stopped.
Tickets go on sale the 21st, I think.
Don't worry, you don't have to announce it. No one's sitting at Ticketmaster.com waiting.
I have one other what would you do moment. This happened a while back, and I never told you about it. I don't think I did. I was shopping, like grocery shopping at a local store, and there was this woman. I had headphones in, but they weren't turned on or whatever. And this old lady, I swear she was looking at me, David, like right at me. And she said, "Oh, you're so cute." And I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah?
She was talking to a baby behind me.
Oh, you said thank you to her?
Out loud.
Did she notice?
Yes.
She did? Hold on. So this old lady was like, "Oh, you're so
and
cute."
there were multiple people around.
And there was a baby behind you, and she was talking to the baby.
Yes. I swear. It looked like she was looking right at me. And I was just like, "Oh, this is so nice." She thinks I'm cute. So I was like, "Oh my God, thank you." And then she kind of like looked at me like this.
How old were you?
This was like a couple months ago.
Oh. Wow. Okay, and then what happened?
She just like looked at me like, and I kind of looked around, and there was a baby because she pointed, and there was a baby behind me.
So
and
she
I was
pointed.
like,
She's like, "Over there." Oh man.
yeah.
So what did you do?
I just walked away quickly.
So you asked me what I would have done?
Yeah, what
Well,
would you
first I would have walked up to him and be like, "Okay, I get it. I see the baby, but really, come on, cute, right?"
I don't embarrass easily. I felt embarrassed to my core
You should have turned around and be
in
like,
that moment to be like, "Oh my God."
You should have turned
I
around.
tried taking a compliment away from a baby.
You should have turned around, looked at the baby, turned back at her, and be like, "Really, that? You sure you weren't talking to me?"
Not great.
Well, that's an embarrassing moment.
I know, and I'm glad that I told that to everybody.
But what you could have done was when she said, "Oh, we said, "Oh, thank you," and then she started pointing. You should have just acted like you didn't see her pointing and walked past her, and then walk up to the first random person and just act like you're carrying on a conversation. See, you could have played it off, and she would have thought she was the idiot.
What I should have done
Right?
too, I was thinking like,
Not to say you're an idiot. I mean, I don't want to get the wrong thing across. Not to say you're an idiot.
not to say that you're a total dumbo.
I'm just kidding.
I had headphones in though, and I was like, I should have just like pretended like I had a phone call, you know?
Right.
I mean, she still would have saw past it though because I wasn't saying anything before then. And then I was just like, oh my God, thank you.
Yeah. It's really good to hear from you again and just keep walking. It would have worked. You might have got off.
Instead, I'm in her stories as the lady that tried to steal a compliment from a baby.
That does happen sometimes. You get like the person who waves.
Oh yeah.
And when that happens to me, I'm always like, I know they're not freaking waving at me.
Do you just never wave at anybody then?
No, like when I think they're staring at me. Like I've had that happen where they're like this or whatever, or they smile or something.
Oh yeah.
I just kind of look at them and then I just kind of like keep walking.
Wait, so if someone smiles at you though, you don't smile back?
I don't know.
You think like, oh, that smile's not for me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
No, why wouldn't you just smile back though?
Because that's how you get into your situation.
What? Thinking that no, you're not saying anything though. You're just smiling back. That's
If I don't recognize their face, I know they're not smiling at me.
No. There's no logic to that. I smile at strangers all the time.
Yeah. Psycho. Okay. I got a new invention. This is an invention that actually exists today. So if anyone wants to go out and buy it, it's on Amazon.
Oh really?
And I don't have a lot to say about it.
Too bad it wasn't on Prime Day.
But I thought it was.
I missed it.
Well, it may have been. It may have been part of the Prime Day.
Oh shoot!
There could have been a good deal on it. I think it's like $18 right now.
Oh, okay.
So let me ask you a question before I show you my invention.
Oh, please.
If you had a baby, what do they do?
Eat,
this is like the infomercial for this invention.
Oh, okay.
If you had a baby, what do babies do?
Well, my baby eats, sleeps, and poops.
Right. What else do they do?
Cry.
How do they get around?
I carry them.
Besides that, you're not helping me sell this.
They crawl.
They crawl.
Yeah.
Babies crawl.
Babies crawl.
What do they? And when they're on the floor,
my baby's always crawling.
Right. And when they're on the floor crawling, right?
Yeah.
That's just gathering up dust on their legs, right? Like, they're not.
My baby's always so dusty.
But what else happens? Like, let's say in the kitchen, right? Like the floor needs to be cleaned occasionally, right?
Yeah.
But when you have a perfectly good baby.
I wish I could put my baby to use.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why they invented the baby mop onesie.
You're kidding.
Okay?
Oh my God,
It looks like
you're
the child
kidding.
has udders. With the baby mop onesie, now you too can clean your kitchen while the baby's just crawling around like normal.
Right. That
Put the
makes
baby to
so
work.
much sense.
Actually, it even
No
has
more.
the shirt that says baby at work.
No more freeloading for you, baby.
Right. Get
If
them
you're
started
gonna-
early.
Yeah, if you're going to crawl around, you might as well do some good.
Boom. Problem solved. Now you can mop the floor and your baby can have fun doing it. With the baby mop onesie. Now
have
on
to-
Amazon
do
for
you
about
have
$18.
to get them wet and actually mop it? Or
Okay.
they just straighten it?
Maybe it's a dust mop. Maybe it's a dust mop. They call it a mop. They don't say dust mop.
Okay. So
Okay,
if you have
you have your
hardwood,
choice.
if you have hardwood floors, this might be a really great thing to do. Is to put on the. Oh my God! Look at that picture.
Yeah. See, baby puts this on,
For
crawls around the floor.
$18.
If you get them wet, I guess. I didn't think about that. But it is a baby mop onesie. It doesn't say dry mop onesie.
Oh my God! It comes in a range of colors.
I guess maybe it's like a wetsuit. I don't know. I've never seen one, but yeah, it's a pretty good invention.
Yeah. Have you
And-
bought one for your daughter?
No, she's not.
I mean,
a
she
baby
doesn't
anymore.
crawl. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she might just have fun, like going on the ground and just. You know
Well,
what they
she
should
might.
do is make them for an adult.
An adult mop onesie.
Yeah, and then you could just like slide around on the floor, making cleaning more fun.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be actually a good idea.
Yeah, it's like, did your house get dirty?
No.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
And are you tired of cleaning it the boring way?
No.
Oh. Great, asshole.
I know where this is going. You're gonna try to sell me one of them shitty onesies. No one buys those.
You know what I
Anyway.
would buy though? I would buy them if they made them like into cool shoes that you could like dance around and clean at the same time. I think that would be kind of cool. If I was drunk one night and on Amazon, I'd probably buy something like that.
Go for
The
it.
Dancer-Uppers.
The Dancer-Uppers.
Oh my God. Let's go on Shark Tank right now. The Dancer-Uppers.
Well,
Write
you
that
have to
down.
have a prototype.
Okay, we'll
And then
make
they're going
some.
to ask you how many sales you have.
You'll buy one, right?
And then they're going to, what?
I'll say one.
And then they're going to ask you what your cost is and all this other stuff. You gotta go there prepared.
Okay, well,
You just don't walk in and just shoot out a name and then just fall down to the ground and beg to give you their money.
I mean, that would be awesome, though. I would come in just with like a notebook of ideas. The Dancer-Uppers. And then just keep going
They
down.
would be like, I'm out.
And I'd be like, okay, but reset. I got another idea.
Yeah, but then they would be like, do you actually have any products? No, just ideas. I'm the idea person.
Ideas are worth $1 million. That's a saying somewhere.
Yeah.
One idea is worth $1 million.
Yeah.
So as you know, my younger sister Deb lives with me. We have a house together, and she is like 8 years younger than I am. And most of the time, I feel like she is kind of my peer. You know, she's very wise, very mature for her age. There are certain times when I feel less cool around her, and it's when she's hanging with her group of friends.
Certain times.
Yeah, just certain times. I don't know when it happened, when I crossed the invisible line of no longer being like in the cool generation, because I'm a millennial, and I just feel like all of a sudden we were pushed out and everything we know is no longer cool, and they're like effortlessly cool. And I don't know when it happened. It feels like overnight. Anyway, so a lot of times when they're talking, most of the time I understand what they're saying. But there are certain times that after they leave, I have to go to Deb and I'm like, what does this mean?
So you're just like listening in on their conversations?
No, like we're all talking.
Sure. You know they don't invite you.
Yes, I do. I'm the beloved older sister. But there are times, or sometimes I'll see like a texted phrase like on TikTok or whatever, and I have to go to Deb and I'm like, literally, what does this mean?
Okay.
Well, she made a list for us. And it's a quiz that I'm going to quiz you on, and it's do you know how to talk like a Gen Z?
Okay. How many are on this list?
I don't know. There's just a bunch of random ones.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the term, and you have to tell me what you think it means, okay?
Okay.
And I'll tell you if that's right or not. Okay. Mid.
Mid?
Yeah.
Like, it's like a level. Like, it's okay.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, average. Okay. Say swear.
Say swear? Mm-hmm. It's like, kind of like, it's like swear, like making a guarantee. Like, yeah, we're going to do this.
Yeah, you're right. Like, are you for real? Yeah.
Like, look, I honestly have no idea what you're, and I've never heard these before, honestly.
Really?
But I'm just going to say, if this is where it's going, the Gen Z didn't really come up with some cool codes. Okay, these kind of come up with what you're saying makes sense.
Okay. Zaddy.
Zaddy?
Mm-hmm. Like daddy with a Z.
Yeah,
Zaddy.
Yeah. When I think of the word, I think it's like something that's cool.
No. Just something that's cool.
Yeah, like that's Zaddy. Look what she's wearing. That's totally Zaddy. I want to buy that.
No.
Did you see the show last night? That was so Zaddy.
I almost don't want to tell you what it means now because I want you to use it in sentences like that.
Deb, you're so Zaddy.
No.
What does it mean?
It's a fine ass man who's usually older than you.
Oh. Deb, you're not so Zaddy after all. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So really the daddy does fit the Zaddy.
Yeah.
What does the Z part mean? Is that just something that they just thought was cool?
Yeah,
to
it's
throw
like
in?
Ryan Reynolds. He's such a zaddy.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, snack.
Yeah. Snack. Wow.
It doesn't mean that.
I wonder what that means.
No, it means something different in
You
this generation.
You can't pull a word that already exists and use it for something else because now you're going to confuse everyone. Can you give me it in a sentence? Or
Oh
is
my
it going
God.
to give it away?
She's looking like such a snack.
So she looks good?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of, it's kind of weak. Go ahead.
Okay. Gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deb gave it to me in sentence, and she said, "This Alfredo is so gas."
I guess it's runny. It's very ruddy.
Ew. No.
Deb,
good.
you're so gas.
It means good ass shit.
Oh, it's an acronym.
Yeah.
Oh, throwing the acronyms at me.
Okay, here we go. She ate and left no crumbs.
Yeah. That's a pretty long thing to say. It means that she took care of business.
Not really.
No?
Not really.
That's one thing I can think of.
No, it's like
That's totally gas.
that person popped off. Like they were just, that was so amazing. Like that performance. Oh my God, she ate and left no crumbs.
And what did I just say?
You said.
She took care of business.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she did an awesome job. I think I got that one right.
Okay.
Do we have
Popped off.
What's that?
Popped off.
Yeah, like skip town. Got out of there. Left. She's where'd Becca go? She popped off. She's totally gas.
Oh my God.
It's better than being mid.
No, it means performed well.
Popped off?
Popped off means you performed well. Like pop off, queen. Riz.
Riz?
Yeah.
Riz. Riz. Give it to me in a sentence.
It'll give it away.
Oh, well. Riz means like bling. Colorful. Totally Riz.
No, it's short for charisma. Like he has so much riz with the ladies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I heard that before.
Okay. Stan.
Stan?
Yeah.
Stan. It's the guy that tells everyone they're totally gas. Stan. Now, let's see. I'm guessing it's an acronym.
For what?
Stan. S-T-A-N. I have no idea.
It's a word to describe a super fan. And Deb wrote down, David stans the Kardashians.
That's not true. That's not true, Deb. And you're no longer gas. You're now mid.
Okay, serve. There's only two left. Serve.
Serve? Yeah, it's like serve. It's like telling someone like, you know, I just serve. I don't freaking know. What is serving?
When someone's outfit is on point.
That's what? All right.
Like they're serving up looks.
Oh, serve.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, simp.
Simple.
No. Try again.
Simp.
Yeah.
Like, it's like what happens after someone serves you. It's totally simp.
No, it's like, oh my God, he's such a simp for Rachel.
What does that mean?
I was giving it to you in a sentence, David, so you could try to figure it out.
Like he's like head over heels for her?
Kind of.
Or like he's got a crush?
Kind of.
What's the answer then? What's kind of? There's an answer.
Someone who does way too much for someone they like. They're such a simp.
And what is that short for?
I don't know.
Like simpleton?
I don't know. I don't know if anyone, you know, has.
I thought I was really cool until today.
Every time you leave now anywhere, I just want you to say, well, I'm about to pop off.
What does gas mean again? Good as shit?
Yeah.
Okay. That was some total gas right there.
Oh, God. I need you to not start using that.
That's not a good term, Deb. You can really mess up with that term. I got some gas lobster. What's some like gas soda?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's not all the
That
words
wasn't
they
thought
use.
through.
Not all the words they use are good words. So yeah.
That's simp.
No, that's not what that meant.
I serve you.
First of all, that sounds like a legal term. Like, I don't want to be served by you.
I would say you're you're totally gas, but you're just mid.
I feel like I gave you ammunition, and I wish I didn't.
My new word is gonna be mid. Every time I'm like, that's so mid.
That's mean. How's your coffee?
Delish.
Oh.
It's total gas.
What makes it better is when you say it with zero emotion.
I've had coffee like this before. But are you okay? I've had gas coffee like this before, but this is really gas.
This is extra gas.
This is like really gassy.
The next time we go to Starbucks, I want you to take a sip and say, whoa, this is gas.
That would go over well.
Please do it.
All right. Well, I got this total gas game. It's called...
I don't want to play a gas game with you.
You're going to like this gas game. It's called Would You Rather. I know. Never heard of it before. It was in one of the movies, so we thought we'd throw a little bit in.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'll start.
Oh, okay.
And I want some real honesty out of you.
Okay. I'll
Maybe
do it.
a little reflection.
Okay. So I need to take a
and
second.
Visualize, please. Okay.
Oh,
My first would you rather. Okay. We're going to each get 3 of these, right?
Right.
Would you rather have really tiny toddler hands or really tiny toddler feet?
Oh, man. Could I walk around normal still?
No, probably not. I don't think the feet would balance very well.
I would rather have toddler hands.
And why? Just
because
You
I
could
feel
still
like I
handle
could still,
stuff?
yeah, and I could just get people to do things for me.
all right. Let me hear
Okay.
yours.
Would you rather glow bright pink every time you're attracted to someone or glow bright red every time someone annoys you?
Red.
You would just be red all the time.
I would. I would be totally red all the time.
That was too easy.
Well, pink would get me in trouble.
Yeah. That's true.
at least-
You're married. That's true.
Like,
Like, David, why are you wearing a
she'd be
veil
like-
everywhere?
She'd be like, are you looking at her? No.
You just glow.
Just glowing big.
I was just thinking
Look
about
what
you,
she's
baby.
wearing. Yeah, right. Yeah, that'd be a no-no. Would you rather only be allowed to eat insects for the rest of your life,
Ew, David.
or every night while you sleep you're covered in them?
Oh my God, ew.
This is a good one. This will really show who you
Wait,
are
I could only eat insects? That's all I can eat?
for the rest of your life, or every night while you sleep you're covered in them.
I would. Ew.
Which one?
Oh my God. I feel like if I was sleeping in them, they would get in my mouth anyway.
Who knows?
Oh, and they could crawl up my nose.
In your ears.
Oh my God. I'd have to I'd have to eat them.
You're so gross.
That's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Oh my God.
It's not gas.
You get weird cats after that. Okay. Would you rather have to be naked at work for 1 hour or naked and dropped off 2 miles away from your house and you have to walk home?
Do I get in trouble?
No.
Can I hide in my
No.
office? No.
You're naked for everyone to see, or you're naked and you have to walk 2 miles to your house.
Is
It's all
the-
your neighbors see.
So either everyone changes how they feel about me at work, or I have to move.
Yeah, I guess.
I think 2 miles is a long walk naked. Do I at least get shoes?
No,
I'm going to do the hour at work.
you would.
I think I could hide.
Ew, you nasty.
I think I could hide an hour at work.
Just keep going behind everything.
Yeah. I would just.
What would you do during an open hallway?
I just wouldn't go in the open hallways. I have an hour to kill. I would just hide in the corner until the hour has passed.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather only be able to drive your car at 10 miles an hour
Ugh.
or have to walk everywhere you go? So either you drive super granny speed
Yeah. 10 miles.
10 miles, that's it, no faster.
Not even on like a highway. You're just going to cause
Right.
accidents.
Yeah, right, you're going 10. You're in the lost lane.
Or else I have to walk everywhere.
Or you have to walk everywhere.
Can I ride in other people's cars?
Nope. Walk everywhere.
10 miles an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
So during rush hour, people honking at you, screaming, flipping you off constantly. You would choose that over just walking.
Yeah, it would take me forever.
It's only, what do you walk? Like 3 miles an hour, maybe 4? It's only double. You cut your time in half, I guess.
I mean, that would just suck.
All right.
Okay, I'm between two. But I'm going to say, would you rather have to wear wet socks every single day, all day and all night, or only be able to shower once a year?
Wet socks. That would suck.
Every day. You have to sleep in them too.
Well, you have to wear them when you're in the shower?
Yeah. You can never not wear your wet socks.
Okay, I'm choosing the shower once a year.
It would bother you that much to have wet feet?
Wet socks constantly?
I know.
In the shower, everywhere, even when I'm going to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, no way.
But then you only want to shower
Your
once a
feet-
year. You're disgusting.
Your feet would like prune. You want to smell?
You
want
would smell
disgusting.
so bad.
I'm at least allowed to change my socks though, right? They just have to be wet.
Yeah, but the rest of you is dirty.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I could put plastic bags
Just
over
think
my
about
feet.
it though. Like you mow your lawn and everything. All that's just building up for a year. You're gross.
But when I have that one shower, it's gonna be nice.
You're gross. Well, should we get into this movie that was
Yes.
picked by your favorite listener?
So I picked up my phone here, so I have some info.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife wanted us to watch this.
Yes.
Because she heard it was terrible.
Shout out to Holly. Thanks for suggesting this movie that has officially scarred me. Truly.
So she's like I think I've rubbed off a little bit on her because she was like, why aren't you putting stuff down? Why aren't you putting this stuff down? I think there's like a level that I had to accept that this movie was going to go, you know?
Oh, okay.
But go ahead. You want to tell everyone?
Okay, so the movie's called Cocaine Bear, and it was directed by Elizabeth Banks, which I was excited about because I like her other movies that she's done.
Oh, it wasn't directed by Emma Roberts?
No.
I thought this was her first. Never
Her
mind.
directorial debut.
Strange. Swore this was directed by Emma Roberts.
So the Cocaine Bear actually it was based on true events where back in, I think it was the 70s or 80s, in Lexington, there was a group of corrupt cops, some police officers and whatnot, and they were hiding drugs. There was a whole drug ordeal that was going on. And a man named Andrew Thornton, who was on the police force, was trying to, I forget where he was bringing the cocaine, and it was in a plane, and he strapped a bunch to himself and whatnot, but the plane was going down. He ended up dying. His parachute didn't go off, and all this cocaine went all over the place. Some landed in Kentucky, some was in Tennessee or whatnot. Anyway, so then a bear had eaten a bunch of the cocaine, and the real story is the bear died right away. But
Right.
this movie, the premise is the bear ate the cocaine and then went crazy. So
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like a comedy and horror.
I wouldn't call it horror. There's
It
nothing
was horrifying.
No,
Are you
there's
kidding
nothing
me?
scary about this movie.
Yes, it was. It was a jump scare. Do you know how many times I jumped watching this movie?
Honest to God. You
Probably
better
like
not
10
jump
times.
one time.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
This was not a horror movie. This is like
It
a
was
comedy.
very jumpy.
It's like a gruesome comedy movie.
Oh my God.
Dark comedy. It's
It
like
was
dark
more scary than it was comedic. And it kind of had vibes of like, when it first started, I thought, you know what, this might not actually be that bad. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like Napoleon Dynamite, that kind of humor-ish. But then it quickly went downhill. Quickly.
I just want to say one thing right off the bat.
Okay.
In the beginning of the movie, it said based on true events,
Yeah.
and they're not lying. There was a bear who did cocaine,
Yeah.
and then that's where the true events ended.
Right.
And that's the problem with like whenever they do based on true events, or what's the other ones they use sometimes? Come on, help me out here.
Based
Like,
on true stories.
Yeah, based on a true story, or factual things happened here, or something, whatever. You know, like Hollywood, and I get it, they have to entertain us, but like they only grab like the smallest amount, and the rest you really have to wonder how much is this true.
Yeah.
And I almost think the whole comedy of it is really the beginning when it says based on true events, because they're almost poking fun at what based on true events means.
Yeah. Didn't they put something about Wikipedia at the bottom of that too?
Oh yeah.
I thought that
forget
was
what that
funny.
was for a bit. But yeah, so there's just some things that obviously, I mean, you almost have to throw out all logic in this movie because there's parts like the two kids, they find cocaine, they cut it open, they put it in their mouths.
Yeah. Then
They
spit
spit
it out.
but they don't die. Like they put a lot of cocaine in their damn mouths.
They did, but they spit like all of it out.
It's a powder.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So it's gonna still be
I
in their
was
mouth.
wondering too, like, wouldn't they get like jittery or something? I don't know what cocaine does to you, but or does it hype you up? Like,
Yeah,
why
sure,
are
don't
you?
know. I get you.
No, but like,
She doesn't know.
is that the one that like gets you like? Because that's what Wall Street people do, right?
Right,
it
right,
kind of
right.
like wakes you up or
Get
whatever.
you going, yeah.
Well, the kids didn't act any differently,
No, they didn't. But
so I thought that was weird.
and I don't know, like like I said, I don't know what happens if you ingest cocaine or if you get it in your mouth.
Yeah, but
and
you
it
were around in
melts.
the 80s, like you know.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know what happens in that situation, but I can tell you that should have affected them in some major way. I would think,
Right.
like, they should be on the ground convulsing. I would think
It was just like grotesque. I mean, there was so much blood in this movie. There were so many heads that rolled and body parts that were ripped off. And I can never unsee that.
But that's what bears do.
They just rip you to shreds.
They like tear your skin, rip you up. Yeah, that's what bears do.
Are you talking about personal experience?
No, but I'm just saying, like, that's the part that you didn't like?
Yeah.
What about the part when they're in a moving vehicle and the bear can catch them?
Like, that's the thing, too. That's true. But the bear was everywhere. Like, the bear went to that cabin. The bear was in the woods. The bear caught the vehicle. Like, the bear was literally all over. It didn't make any sense. How did it travel that fast?
Right. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
when the sheriff went back to the cabin thing, I don't know if that was like her hut or what that was. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The station.
Yeah. So she goes all the way back there on foot.
The ranger. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the bear catches up with her.
Right.
And just tears everybody apart in there.
Right.
Oh my God. When the guy's standing. Oh, David. When the guy's standing and then the bear claw comes in and he just takes his face.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know. I felt like this was a comedy, though.
Were you laughing?
Did they actually say no? But like you're kind of like entertained,
My
but not
favorite
scared.
guy, when he climbed the tree, he had that mustache. He was with the sheriff. He was
You're
played
talking
by,
about the guy who was
by
actually
Jesse
like
something?
a good, like the nature guy.
Yeah. And he was like talking about bears and whatnot and like facts about him. He's like, no, bears wouldn't do that to you. And then he's eaten alive by the bear. And it lasted for so long when he was up in that tree. I couldn't even watch the whole thing.
The movie gives like a bad, like, don't let your kids watch it, not because of the gore, but like your kids are gonna think that if I take cocaine, I'm gonna be super strong, super fast, like I'm gonna be like a ninja, because that bear got
was your takeaway?
magic powers. Yeah, that's my takeaway. This whole movie. It's not like protect your kids. Don't let them watch this movie. They're gonna.
Yeah, not for the horror. And
When I grow up, I want to do
stuff.
coke.
Jeez. No, I mean, the bear was like, he was smacking his head on trees and stuff. And also, I think this was Ray Liotta's very last movie before he passed away. Did you know that?
It may have been, and that would do me in too.
What do you rate this movie, by the way, before we get into it anymore, on a scale of 1 to 10?
Would I give it?
Let's say our numbers at the exact same time, okay? Ready? On the count of 3. So when I say 3, then we'll name it, okay? 1, 2, 3.
2.
Besties!
No, that's not besties.
Besties. Do the
That's
bestie
just-
dance. Bestie, bestie, besties. We are
Just stop.
besties.
Just stop. You're gonna have to cut more out. That's embarrassing.
No, that was great. That's the first time we've ever agreed on a movie, David.
The other thing too is the bear passes out, and they don't even kill the damn bear at that time. They just all like look at it like, oh, he's passed out on the guy. No one decides to kill the bear.
Yeah, that's true. And the bear had cubs. Were the cubs eating the cocaine?
Yeah.
Okay, I was a little bit confused about that part. The one part that I kind of liked was the son of Ray Liotta, whose wife had died or whatever, so he was sad and he had that tattoo, and it was supposed to say Joan, and it said John.
Yeah. That got you. Yeah. That made her get it to a 2. It was all for that tattoo.
I thought it was
gonna
funny.
be a 1.
I thought it was funny. It was just too graphic for me. And in my mind, this was my very first horror movie.
I hate to say it, but there's not a lot to say about this movie.
And honestly, too, the part that I also didn't like was the fact when it's after kids. I just don't like when directors make that choice. Because I was so afraid that the girl was going to be dead.
Well, she didn't.
Okay.
Just another dumb movie.
She got quite a few like celebrities in this too, like Kerry Russell, and I know the sheriff. I can't remember her name, but she's been in a whole bunch of movies. And then that guy from Modern Family who was like the best part, but quickly died.
Yeah.
And Ray Liotta.
We're not making it to an hour on this episode. This movie sucked. There's not much to say.
Yes, it wasn't a great movie. It was a 2. Next week's movie, you want to name what it is?
The Outlaws on
Why?
Netflix.
Why do you
Is it
say
a Netflix original?
It is a Netflix original.
So don't get too excited, folks.
What would excite you? What if I said like, oh, it's a Hulu original? Show me that face. It's a
know.
Hulu original, David. It's a Peacock original. It's Outlaws. It has Pierce Brosnan, which I love that man. Did you ever see his old TV show, Remington Steele?
No.
When he played a spy. Oh my gosh. First of all, really, really quick. I used to watch it every day. It was on at 3 p.m. and I would clean my room while I watched it. And it was the first time he played like a super spy or whatever. It was the first time I'd ever seen anyone hold a wine glass that had a stem, and he held it like this. So the stem was between his fingers when he was pouring it. And I thought it looked so freaking cool. I remember thinking every time that I ever hold a wine glass, I'm going to hold it just like that. All because of Pierce Brosnan.
You should have. Before you start that story, you should have had a disclaimer that said you could stop watching now.
You're so mean.
Any other stories you want to waste our viewers' times on?
Anyway, so it has Pierce Brosnan in it. And the guy who plays Bumper from Pitch Perfect,
That's right.
Adam Devine or Divine.
And he always plays the same character, so don't get excited if he's going to play something new.
The same character, just meaning a lovable, funny guy.
Yeah, sure. We'll talk about it next week.
Great. Well, you should watch it. It's on Netflix. So if you don't want David to spoil it for you.
There's a few funny parts. We could probably fit it in right now.
Oh, my God. Well, thank you. You've been listening to You're Making This Difficult. I'm Beck.
I'm Dave.
Tune in next week.
This is Dave.
And this is Beck.
From the Dave and Beck Show.
Beck and Dave.
You're Making This Difficult.
Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Make sure that you don't miss a beat and follow us on all social medias.
Yes, please. That's Instagram, Twitter,
YouTube.
the YouTube.
You don't have to say the, Dave. Subscribe.
And please subscribe. Yes. I was going to say that. That was my line. But thanks. Thanks for chipping in a little there, Becca.
God, you make this difficult. Subscribe.